Hey, what's up guys, it's me TVkachu and welcome back to the Minecraft Redstone tutorial. And today we are going to be making a one wide, mostly silent, no loss, infinitely expandable Droppervator. Now, two things you might have noticed are that, one, why am I looking up? And two, what's wrong with my skin, or well, the t-shirt of it. And if I look down, you can see I'm actually wearing a Mumbo for Mayor t-shirt, since I couldn't buy the real life ones, which if you want then you can check out either Grian's or Mumbo's latest Hermitcraft episode. So I gave it to my Minecraft character, and to compensate for that, you know. And that obviously means I am a part of the Mumbo for Mayor campaign, so that's that. And without further ado, let's get on with the showcase. Okay, so here we have our Droppervator, and as you can see currently this chest is empty. But if I place some items in this dropper, then as you can see, all of the items start to go up. And if I check the chest up here, then as you can see, all of the items are making their way into the chest quite speedily. Now see, after some time, all the items will make their way into the chest. And as you can see, all of the items have made their way into the chest. And this is mostly silent. As you can see, you will hear some ticks when the Droppervator activates and unactivates, or deactivates. And that's all I've got to say. As you can see, the redstone is very compact. And without further ado, let's get on with the tutorial. One thing I forgot to mention in the showcase is that this design is infinitely expandable, which means you can make it from Y level 0 all the way to build height, which is actually a very useful feature because you can make it 255 droppers high. Well, you can make it 256 too, but then you cannot store them and they'll be lost. So yeah. Okay, so first off, you want to place in all of your droppers facing upwards, so you know your actual Droppervator. So I'm going to personally make it 15 droppers high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, like so. Then, behind these droppers, you want to place in observers, so, you know, like this. And you want to place them in such a way so that the dot/arrow is facing into the dropper. So, something like this. And I'm going to tar them all the way up. And 50. And then you want to come back down here and you can remove this observer. Now, in place of that observer, you want to place a comparator, which is taking an output from this dropper, and in front of that comparator, you want to place in a block. On the side of that block, you want to place in a torch, and coming off of that torch, you want to place a temporary block, a block on top of that temporary block, which is also a temporary block. Remove the temporary block, and place in a hopper going back into this block. Then you can remove this block. Then you want to crouch and place a observer going back, no, not an observer, a hopper going back into this hopper, which is going back into this hopper, and yeah, it's an infinite thing. It's a clock. You want to place in any stupid rubbish item in either one of these hoppers, like so. Any stupid rubbish item, by the way. And then you want to place a comparator, which is facing into this observer, and is taking an output from this hopper. Now, on top of that comparator, you want to place a observer whose face is looking at the comparator, like so. Then you want to place a hopper on top of that observer, then an observer, hopper, observer, and you want to keep continuing this. So hopper, observer, hopper, observer, hopper, observer, hopper, and observer, like so. And then finally, you want to place in a chest on top of this dropper so that you don't lose all of your items. It can be a double chest, but you want to place anything, like even a shulker box will do, I'm pretty sure. And believe it or not, that is your entire design complete. You can see if I place any item or multiple items in this dropper, you will hear some ticks at the start, but it's mostly silent. And if I check in this chest, as you can see, all of the items are making their way into the chest quite speedily. And as you can see, if I let this go for a while, then all the items will make their way into the chest. As you can see, all of the items have made their way into the chest, and this design works perfectly. Now, I'm going to do something that I don't usually do in my videos. I'm going to explain how the contraption works. So, without further ado, let's get on with the explanation. So, in this design, whenever I place any items into this dropper, this comparator will, power this block, which will, in theory, turn off this torch and unlock this hopper clock. What is a hopper clock, you might ask? It's a redstone, basically a redstone clock is a circuit that quickly turns a pulse on or off. So this comparator will be turning on or off. And all of these observers notice this action happening. So basically what happens is, this observer notices this comparator, which powers this dropper. But if you didn't know, droppers are actually solid blocks, which means they can power adjacent redstone circuits. So let's say a dropper beside this dropper will also be powered. Thus, this dropper gets powered, which might confuse you redstone geeks a bit too. And how do these observers power these droppers? Well, if you didn't know, observers can actually notice hoppers locking and unlocking, and using that to our advantage, I have kept an observer and hopper chain like this. So observer, hopper, observer, hopper, observer, hopper, observer, hopper. And I've kept a bunch of observers here noticing all of that action happening and powering these droppers. And thus all of our items go right to the top into this chest, and there are no losses. And that's pretty fast too. It's one of the fastest ones I've seen so far. And that's all I've got for this explanation. So, thanks a lot for watching. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more of this, and I'll see you in the next one, which I actually do know what it's gonna be. You want some hints? Go follow me at TVkachu ID. I might be tweeting about it. And also, on June 23rd, the Nether update is gonna come out, and I'm excited for that. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. So yeah, see ya. Want a punch? Here you go.